Mrs. Johnston here, and we are going to apply what we learned about crops today. So, we're going to go back through our picture for our story a little bit, and we're going to talk, and then we're going to do a drawing activity. So, when we look in this picture, we see fruits and vegetables that are crops that are grown for people to eat or consume. The next picture is corn on the cob. This is corn. It is a crop that is grown that we are able to eat as people. The next is a potato. Potato is also a crop that is planted that we are able to eat. Next, we have carrots. Carrots are a vegetable that is a crop that farmers can plant and we can eat. So next, we are going to do an activity. We are going to take a piece of paper and we are going to fold it in half like a hamburger. A hamburger is the short size and fold it. Then on one side, I am going to label animals. And then on the other side, I'm going to label crops. So we are going to draw some food items and figure out if they come from an animal or if they come from a crop. So I'm going to get my colored pencils out so that I have some drawing utensil to use. If I said corn on the cob, does corn on the cob come from an animal or is that a crop that is grown? Did you say crop? If you said crop, you were right. Corn on the cob is a crop that is grown in a field for consumers to eat, for people. So I drew corn on the cob. It is a crop. What if Mrs. Johnston said a nice, juicy hamburger? Where does that come from? You're right. Hamburger comes from a cow. So I've got a hamburger patty here. I'm going to put some ketchup on top of it. Maybe put some pickles, ketchup and pickles on it. And then I'm going to put it between two buns. I like to eat my hamburger on a bun. Hamburger is a beef product that comes from a cow. So I have hamburgers on one side and I have my corn on the other side. What if I said a pumpkin? Does it come from an animal or is it a crop? You're right. Was your response a crop? Pumpkin is a crop. It is grown. So I'm drawing a pumpkin on the side that is labeled crop. Right now, pumpkins are very popular because we're getting close to Halloween. And so pumpkins are all out and about and around. So I put my pumpkin. Next, I am going to draw a nice, juicy steak. Where does steak come from? Did you say a cow? You're right. Steak is a beef product. It comes from a cow. So it is a food item that's going to go on the side of animals. So I have a nice, thick, juicy steak. What if I said watermelon? Where does watermelon? Is that a crop or is that a animal? Watermelon. What do you think? That is right. Did you say watermelon is a crop? It starts out as a seed and is grown. So watermelon is going to go on my crop side. Ooh, here's my watermelon. Next, I have eggs. Eggs. Where do eggs come from? That's right. Eggs come from a chicken. So they are a food that comes from an animal. So I will show you my drawing in just a minute here. I kind of used a gray to show the outline of the egg, but I put eggs. Eggs come from an animal. You may have chosen some different animal products. Maybe you drew a pork chop. Pork chops come from pigs. Or maybe you drew some green beans or carrots on the crop side. We took the items that we've learned come from farms, the food stuff that we eat, and figured out if it is produced from an animal or if it is produced as a crop.